What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. I want to go over this quick topic. Problems will always arise. So let's get into it, right? So, as you know, problems are here in our life. People don't like them, but it's something that we have to deal with, right? I want to speak about problems real quick before I get into my topic. Now, you have to understand what problems does for the human spirit. And I'm always here to give a positive twist on things for people, right? So problems is what helps us to build our self-esteem. It's what helps us to build positive self-talk. It's what helps us to build the foundations of who we are. If we didn't have problems in our life, we would have nothing to kind of measure ourselves against. You get what I'm saying? And our problems don't have to be a huge, big problem, but it's important for the human spirit to learn how to fix problems. It's important for our identity. It's actually important for our survival when we learn how to do this. And when we learn how to do this, it doesn't just benefit us, you as an individual person, but it benefits the people around you, right? One thing I started to understand with humans, especially talking to a lot of people, is that everybody, even if you don't know it, everybody knows how to fix some type of problem, even if you don't know it. I've talked to so many people for certain issues. It could be the littlest thing, and it could be like the stupidest thing, but you've learned it because possibly it was because of that stupid job that you had where you were cleaning dishes or you were doing something around and you thought it was not useful. But watch, you'll find it so interesting how somebody or something may happen in your life where it comes back around and you're like, oh, I know how to do this. Or maybe that job that you had or some type of thing that you were doing that you wasn't paying mind to, you know, you were it could probably be like a little thing that you were doing, and because that little thing that you were doing is connected to a problem that is bigger in your situation now, you were able to fix it somehow because there was a connection between that situation that you used to do back in the day to the present moment. And this world likes to build off of problems. I can't. This world is very smart, more than you think. It is very, very intelligent. It knows how to pull out things out of the wazoo from situations back then. But I digress. I just want to give you guys a positive take on this. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about problems and issues. The spiritual context behind problems is that you have to understand. Sorry, I'm kind of stuttering. You have to understand the spiritual or the shadow side of problems. And once you understand the shadow aspect of problems, it's not that you won't have less problems, but your problems won't be as hard as they usually are. Now, you have to understand that we live in a world where we have created so many unique things, but we don't understand the shadow aspect of that thing. Like, for instance, I'm in a car, right? Cars are one of the most fascinating things on this earth, but yet we don't understand the shadow aspect of a car. And once you understand the shadow aspect, if you understand what I'm saying, of a certain particular thing, you can kind of understand if you should be investing your time in it and if it's actually worth it. It's the same thing as if you're going on a date with a man or a woman, right? What do you look for? You're looking for that shadow aspect, or you're looking for situations within them to see hey, is this worth investing in, or is this person going to not just suck my money, but suck up my energy? So once I started to this is why it's important to learn how to let go of things, because the less that you have in your life, the less problems. Now, does that mean that these problems won't happen? They will always arise. But because you understand the shadow aspect of having less, or having things that don't require much of a buildup, you will always be in a great spot, right? That's why some of the best inventions are the most simplest. You have to understand this. Some of the most best inventions are the ones that are simplest, and that have an easy buildup for it to be able to be fixed. Or if it can't be fixed, it can be replaced in some type of way, whether it's through doing it manually or physically, whatever. But you will start to understand that when you have less, or the things that you have has this equilibrium of shadow versus its creative form. So I'm just making two parallels, right? So the shadow aspect of a particular thing needs to equal its creative form, right? If these two things equal its creative, if the shadow and the creative form meets in the middle, your problems will have a better, your problems will just be much better to deal with. How will I say that? I would say that your problems will be much more better to deal with if you understand that these sides need to be equal. If it's not equal, you shouldn't invest inside of it. You know what I mean? These are spiritual. Honestly, once you understand the laws of cause and effect, and you understand laws like equal exchange, you know what I mean? It's game over. So I hope you guys like this message.